Hey guys, Adam Feldfogel with ACFL.net here, and I want to tell you today about one of our new sponsors. It's SSP Nutrition, Speed, Strength, and Performance. Now there are a lot of other supplement companies out there, and they promise you a lot of things, but SSP keeps its promise, and here is what it is. It is not an in-between workout. It's a before, a during, and an after workout. Supplements of protein and creatine to help you feel better and get to your goals. You can mix that during workout with whatever your favorite workout drink is, whether it's be water or fruit juice or Gatorade or Powerade, whatever it may be. You're going to get to your goal quicker, whether that's a better golf shot, better baseball swing, working out more, or just physically feeling better. So check out the website. It's here over my shoulder. It's sspnutrition.com. And if you use the promo code ACFL, they'll give you 20% off on your next purchase. Check these guys out. They really know what they're doing, and it's a really good supplement. Take care, guys.
All right, Joey B here with today's pregame show for the semifinal game of East Orange and the Gators. Yeah, that's them. And guys, are definitely going to be a hard-hitting game. We got two defenses that really go at it, two offenses that can be a little sporadic. What do you see happening?
I see the heat playing a big factor in a game like this because it's 110 to 115 degrees on that field right now, and it's brutal. It's brutal for both teams. I don't think it gives one team an advantage over the other, but I think the heat plays an advantage, and it may cause us to see a little more run, a little more short passes, so it gives the receivers a chance to catch their breath.
Mike?
Well, like you said, it's going to be two defensive, a defensive struggle. What wins championships?
Defense. Absolutely right. We got two quarterbacks. Chris from the Gators, not really the strongest arm, but was able to put up 27 points last week. We got Pete, not strongest arm, but very heady, doesn't make any mistakes, keeps his team in the game by not turning the ball over.
And I think that's a very important factor in a game like this, because if you've got two quarterbacks who are similar, one throws the ball a little bit better, but that same one who throws the ball a little bit better is also a more cerebral quarterback. They think about the things that are going to happen before they happen. I think in a game like this, when you're really trying to prepare and beat the heat, I think that's important.
Well, let's get to it, guys. East Orange Rec, Gators, semifinal, coming at you. And here we are, semifinals, Gators and East Orange Rec. Gators, a surprise winner last week, as we are seeing the ceremonial coin toss, and there are the refs signaling who's doing what. It looks like East Orange is going to receive. The Gators will be kicking off, and this could be a hard-hitting game here, Adam. These are two teams that really get after it.
Oh, no question. You look at East Orange their entire season long. They have been probably the most physical team in the league this season. You put them together with another physical team like the Gators, and again, that comes down to teams, good offense, good defense, and the physicality, which team's going to win out.
And there's the opening kickoff, and that's going to be picked up by Carlos, who's running to the outside to the right, makes a turn on the corner. He's got some room. And there's the pull. And you know, Adam, another factor, it is about 110 degrees on the field here today.
It's which team can stay, it sounds cliche, but which team stays hydrated and stays healthy in a game like this. The heat can boil down any team out there. So even East Orange Rec is not impervious to just the heat being too much of a factor for them.
And here we go. First down to mid. Pete takes a snap. There's a handoff to the left side. And that's going to get through for a first down and more. So we got an early pull. Let's see. I think, yes, there's a mark right there. So they got a run on first down, and they achieved about 8 yards, and there you go.
And that's the way you want to start the game. You don't start through the air, but you try it on the ground. You get a decent run. You get a first down.
Here's first down. Pete. Pulling signals. Takes a snap. Drops straight back, and we are going to have a flag there. And we have motion on the offense. On the left tackle, he flinched a little bit in the back judge there. Chris Malkin today is the back judge for this semifinal game. He caught it, and we're going to have a repeat of first down. Pete takes the snap. He drops back, and that's a replay. You can tell how hot it was out there.
You're still feeling it now.
Now we got a double stick situation here. Pete takes the snap. He drops back. He steps up, lobs one out to the right side, and that's going to be caught, and he is going to walk into the end zone. Third play from scrimmage, 6-0.
Ain't nothing to it for Pete and East Orange Rec, and we'll see it here on the replay in just a second. Watch Pete's motion on this. A 3-step drop, and he's just hanging that ball out there, and boom, then the ball goes flying up in the air. There is not a defender around him. 24 is the closest. He's 5 yards behind him, and he just lollygags right in.
And he is beat like a bad racehorse. Again, Pete stepping up. He moves well in the pocket.
No question. He had that ball kind of sitting there. That's dangerous for some quarterbacks. They try the extra point
attempt, overthrows Bub on the right side.
He had that ball kind of sitting there flailing a little bit, but he had control the whole way.
He was
the only one who knew.
Yep, exactly right. And here's the kickoff by East Orange Rec. The Gators will touch the ball for the first time, and that's going to be kicked out of bounds, and we'll have a flag. And
a game break.
Mario with the grain bake. Yeah, Flanagan, do it, baby. Okay, I hope we're going to make some editing, do some editing here. All right, so we're going to hold up on that game break. Oh, there it is.
There we go, fellas. We have an update here from the other championship game. Here, the Wildcats starting things off. You got Luigi, but he's picked off on the first opening possession, and it's Jay with the interception. Let's take another look here at the replay. As you see, the ball gets tipped. It's intended here for Plesh. Plesh just got it off his hands. An easy pick here for Jay, which puts the Express in a great spot to start things off. And watch Jay on the next play here. Takes the handoff, runs it to the right side. Is going to get pushed out of bounds there. Attack on a couple more yards. But the Express struggle here in the red zone. There you see a bad snap, and they're going to have to settle for a field goal here. But the field goal goes wide. And it's scoreless here. We're still scoreless here. 0-0. Express and the Wildcats. Back to you.
Early chance for the Express, and they fail without Hollywood in that game.
Keep an eye on that, because Jay was the quarterback last week. No Hollywood, and Kevin Brady got injured in that game.
All right, here's the Gators on their first play. This quarterback runs up the middle, breaks it out to the right side. He's still got room. Still on his feet. And there's a pull. And there's a good game by a quarterback who doesn't get talked about a lot, but is pretty mobile.
Both players, or both teams, start their first play from scrimmage with a very nice long run. Sets them up great offensively. Now they're in positive territory. Here are the Gators inside East Orange Rec territory.
Quarterback takes a snap. There's a handoff. There's a rollout to the right side. And minimal gain on that. Good coverage there by number 8 on the East Orange team. Closing down and making the pull.
I'll be interested to see the first pass from Chris in this game, just because they've had 2 runs, they've gotten some motion, they've gotten some yardage. Now let's see the throw.
All right, Chris drops back. He looks right, throws right, and that's caught. And there's Carlos with a good pull. And watch out for Carlos, because he is an athlete with a capital A.
And you know what? If you watch the way that Chris threw that ball, I don't think we're going to see a replay on that one, but he kind of palmed it. It came out a little bit flat, so keep an eye on that in a game like this.
Chris takes a snap, fakes the handoff, rolls right. Now he's looking for someplace to go, and he's going to get sacked.
He pushed himself into the coverage on that one. We've seen that a bunch of times this season, where basically he's trying to look and he's stepping forward. We'll see it here on the replay. Watch what happens. He takes that 1 step back on the fake handoff, couple steps to the right, and now all of a sudden there are a bunch of East Orange Rec players, and he just can't wiggle out of that one.
And you notice, Adam, also that he took his eyes away from the upfield. He had no idea what was going on upfield because he was trying to dodge rushers, and not good. Formula for disaster. Again, big rush. There's a flag on the play. Flag on the play. Let's see what we have.
False start.
Oh, offside.
Motion on the offense.
Motion on the defense. Yeah, might have been encroachment. I think Chris Malkin there, the ref. Let's see. Well,
questionable. There was a little movement, but he was moving side to side, not front to back.
Nonetheless, it's the flag, and it's a free one here for the Gators. Takes the snap, pitches out a shorty to the right side, and there's a good flag pull right there. So the Gators trying to establish some kind of short, half pass, half running game kind of thing.
That works for some teams where you can't get a deep ball going, so you just go short and let the wide receivers do what they have to do.
Here's Chris on 3rd down. There's a shot at the end zone, and that is going to be caught for a touchdown. How did he get that ball in there?
I'm not sure. I saw the guy open along the left side of the field. I thought that's where that play was going, but he goes right up the gut, and we'll see it here on the replay. Couple of steps, he's bouncing around. You see the guy here with his hand
there
open.
He is, a move to the inside.
And he throws it right into double coverage for the touchdown. Unbelievable,
right,
beautiful throw.
Good throw, and we're tied at 6, so both teams get on the board. Here's the extra point to give the Gators the lead, and that is overthrown.
I didn't like that throw from the second that it left his hand. You saw he pushed the throw. We'll see it here again. Watch this. He finally gets his balance, and then he just kind of pushes the throw, and it gets tipped.
It seems like he short arms a lot of his passes.
That's dangerous because if you short arm it too low, it goes into the defender because you can't get it over the defender to your player. It ends up going right into the chest of the defensive player.
And the kicking game not working very well for either team. There's another kick out of bounds, and this is going to give East Orange a half a field.
And the kicking game is what's going to win or lose one of these teams a tournament, the championship.
Another update, Flanagan.
Here we go. Wildcats take over on that turnover. And watch Luigi here from his own 17-yard line. Deep bomb to Matt, number 24. And just like that, Wildcats on the board here. Deep bomb, Matt with the connection there. And the Express go down here right off the bat. Luigi looking great. Start the game after that interception. Redeems himself. And then on the extra point here, connects to Plesh, which makes it 7-0. Penalty there was against the defense. So the Wildcats, 7-0 here.
Express in an early hole here, Adam, without Hollywood.
Did you happen to notice that on that touchdown, Matt, after he caught it, was just looking for somebody to chest bump with? Nobody wanted a chest bump with him, just a high five.
And
he was looking for
a puddle to dive into also. There's a handoff straight up the gut, and that's going to be pulled short of the first down. That'll make it 2nd and short.
You know, I'm curious if maybe the weather has something to do with the running game. Sometimes it doesn't have to be wet weather for you to want to utilize the ground a little bit more, but the heat, you don't want the players running the length of the field all the time.
Again, over 100 degrees on that field. Okay, here's 2nd and short. Pete takes the snap. He pumps. Now he's going to take it up the gut, and he's going to run for the first down.
Both teams, although they've scored on the throws, they seem to be using more of the midfield kind of running game for whatever reason it may be. I think the weather has something to do with it, though.
He takes a snap on first down. Now he steps up again, and this time he's going to be sacked.
That was beautiful. What a grab on that play.
You see the ref signaling a double stick situation here. Now they need the 20. This is just a good bull rush right here. Pete steps right up into the flagpole, though.
But that was a smart play by the defender because he was getting pushed off the side. He actually backed off of his man, waited for Pete to come into his lane, and pulled his flag. That was a very smart defensive play by the end.
Made him commit to the inside and then yanked it. There's Pete. Now he's rolling left. And we've seen this from him before. He likes to roll left and throw rolling left for a right-hand quarterback. Not an easy thing to do.
No, it's not. We've seen it work sometimes. We've seen it not work other times. Here, he's taken 5, 6, 7 steps to the right, and he just kind of forces it. He almost made it go with the contour with his body, but it just gets tipped away by the defensive player.
And here we are now. Pete takes the snap. He drops. Now he rolls right, and he pumps to the outside. And that almost intercepted.
You wanted that one.
And that's 6 a pack. And goodbye. Watch it now. The defender reads the quarterback every step here, and he'll just step right in front of the receiver. And you know what? That pass is thrown low. If that pass is thrown where it's supposed to be, he's picked and gone.
But it still hit him in the chest. He still has to pull that down low or high or right in the chest. It hits him there. He's got to get it.
All right, and here's the punt by East Orange Rec. So the Gators hold.
We have a flag on the play, though.
And I think we're going to have a man leaving too soon. I believe Carlos got off the line too soon. And now they're going to have a choice on whether to re-kick. Now, while you see on the top of your screen, there he goes, and the ball has not yet been kicked. Actually, it can be called on either one. The bottom gunner also left a little early. There's a re-kick now, and there's a snap. The kick is up, and it's short, and it's going to be taken by the Gators, and the Gators looking for someplace to go. And that's a definite improve on field position for them.
No question about it. I mean, sometimes a re-kick like that, you just get lucky.
So here are the Gators now, who scored on their first possession. Oh, game break, Flanagan.
Here we go, another update here, Express Wildcats. The Express here, best guy in the ACFL. How about this? Another best catch by the man here. Jay with a big grab here, gets the first down, past the midfield here for the Express. Then, watch it again here. Just gets the extension. You can't argue with him. He's always getting one of these catches each game. And here we go, Express. This time the quarterback's going to scramble here again on the right side. And another shove out of bounds there is going to draw another penalty. However, the Express, they've been here before, and they're going to continue to struggle here in the red zone. As you can see, the next play here, Jay at quarterback here. He's going to go down there, but still manages his feet, and he's going to get picked off by number 23, Jack, with the interception in the end zone. The score remains the same here, 7-0 Wildcats.
2 trips into the red zone without Hollywood, no points.
And there's something to be said about stay down, just stay down. If your knee hits, just let it happen. He decides to get up and ends up throwing the interception.
And here we go, the Gators on offense now for the second time. Chris rolls right, looking, still looking. Now he gets away. How did he escape from that? And he turns it into positive yards across midfield. And, he's short of the 20. Wow.
I thought he was a dead duck from the second he was on the sidelines there.
Chris Houdini.
We'll see it here. How is he not pulled right here? He slips. He's got 2 guys around him. He gets around both of those guys. So let's count the guys that miss. 2. Here comes a 3rd, and a 4th is going to miss here on the sideline. A 5th comes in behind. Now he tiptoes the sideline. 6.
Cuts back. Nice cut back there to the inside. Now he tries to cut back to the outside.
And finally,
Carlos makes the play.
Carlos is the 7th guy who finally pulls the flag on that.
All right, we have a first down here. Chris has a quick pitch out to the left side, and that's a great pull right about the line of scrimmage. You see the flag laying down right about the line of scrimmage. So great defensive play by someone. I couldn't get the number.
Because if that flag's not pulled there, he's 20 yards downfield.
Exactly, and there's a snap. Chris now hits a quick one over the middle, and that's short. And that's a throw you got to make. I mean, he's got the man on the slant, quick hit. He catches that ball. He's in full stride.
That's the short arm thing we were talking about a second ago.
Definite
movement here.
And that's going to be encroachment there. They definitely made contact with the offensive line.
Going back to the last play, if he doesn't short arm that pass and he just lets it go and lets it fly a little bit, that hits him right in the chest. Short arming it makes it go down.
And the receiver's in stride.
Right.
Okay. Oh, there's a replay. Yeah, you can see the encroachment right there in the middle of the line.
I don't think you have to pick which player when. It's the entire team when.
All right, they got a free 5 yards. Let's see what happens. Chris fakes a pitch left. Lobs one out. He's got a man. Oh, he doesn't hang on. Oh, man.
He's going to have nightmares.
You've got to make that catch in a semifinal game.
I mean, look, this is a tough play to make, and Chris puts this about as perfectly in the pocket of his receiver as you can get.
And the receiver's got both. He runs juggling the ball.
Juggle,
all through the end zone.
Oh. You feel bad for him because that hits him square where it needs to hit him. What a throw by Chris, by the way. Put it only where his receiver.
And now we're going to have motion on the offense, and that's going to cost them 5. And they may change their declaration to a punt right there. Oh, 2 men moved. Both wide slot receiver and the wide out left both took off. 4th down, they're still going undeclared. Let's see. Oh, they run a play, and it's going to be incomplete, and that's questionable right there, Adam. You don't want to give East Orange Rec a half a field to play on again.
You don't want to give East Orange Rec a full field to play on at that point. Here comes another game break.
Another game break. Flanagan.
Guys, Express without Hollywood, but doesn't mean they're not one of the top defensive teams here. Watch this. As they eat that play apart there, there's Joe Perone with a big stop against Jimmy on the handoff. And then next play here. Here comes the pressure once again by the Express. Luigi got nowhere to go. So the Express team holding on here. It's still a 7-0 game.
Well, their defense is tough, and they're going to make the Wildcats work to win this game today without Hollywood. All right, here's Pete. Takes a snap, drops back, looks, steps up, going to be sacked.
Something happens when Pete drops back into coverage, especially if the line pushes back. You see they're outnumbered here. They can't get him off the edge, so both edges come, and he slips right in between. A great play by the right end over there trying to get over.
Well, right now I think the defensive line's dominating the offensive line of East Orange. They're getting pressure on him on almost every pass play. Here he drops back again. Now he's got some time. Gets one out there to the right side, and that's a pull prior to the first down. So we're going to be looking 3rd and short. As you can see, the Gators helping the ref out there with the spot. It's 3rd and inches. Pete takes snap. There's a handoff. And that's going to be a first down.
I always get the play call of a run on a 3rd and short, but we saw it last week in the Wildcat Express game where they had first down and goal from the half-yard line, and they didn't get anything, so it's questionable.
So here's Pete again. Goes over the middle, incomplete. So right now, I mean, Pete made that throw to wide open receiver on the first series, but he has not looked very sharp up to this point.
Certainly not like he normally looks. He's normally a very composed quarterback, and he looks a little jumpy.
He steps up and he's sacked again.
Yep. He went back there. He looked comfortable. Then he sees the pressure come, and he gets a little jumpy, and we'll see it here. Watch. Comfortable, 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 and a 3-step drop. He's waiting, he's waiting. Here comes the pressure, and I got to get out of it, and then he gets the flag pulled. So the second that he sees the pressure come, that's when he gets jumpy.
And the right tackle got beat badly there. All right, here's Pete again. Trying to draw offside, doesn't work. He drops back, there's pressure again, and there's another sack. And Adam, we're sitting here, we see this pressure coming, and there's nothing being done to try and stop it.
I don't even think it's Pete so much. It's his offensive line is doing him zero favors. Watch, single coverage along the left side there. He misses and slips, but because of him trying to get away, that allows the rest of the Gators to make the flag pull.
Well, the Gators playing great defense here, and that's going to be another punt. East Orange, kick is away on the hop, and it's going to be picked up, and let's see. And there's some room there, but there's a pull close to midfield. So it's going to be first and short to mid. Well, not really short. It's about first and 16, actually. Game break, Flanagan.
Here we go, another update here. Express Wildcats. Now the Express with the ball here. They're going to try to go deep. They went to Jay before, but this time cannot connect there. Jay looking for a flag call here, but is not going to get it. Was there contact here? Refs say no, so the Express back in their own territory here, and here comes Jimmy with the big sack there, which is going to force the Express back here on third down. Third and long here. Here comes Jay with a little drop-off, but the Wildcats read it, so it forces them to punt with just seconds to go here in the half. Wildcats, Luigi looking deep, got Matt, touchdown. Wait a second, but this one's going to be called back. They're going to call him on a offensive pass interference, which looked like a touchdown from here, but going to call it, so the score is going to remain the same. It's still 7-0 here, Wildcats at the half.
Well, ref right on top of it, though, and
I'm sorry. Both of those calls were incorrect.
All right, there's the snap. Chris takes it, and it. Oh, a hook and ladder play. We're near the end of the half, and it's still on his feet. Oh, is he going to break this? He needs to cut back to the inside. He's got back to the inside. Oh, is he going to go here? No, there's a pull just about the 10-yard line.
And a ripped shirt in that, but what a fantastic play. I don't know, are we going to see a replay here on this one? We're not going to see a replay here because that ends the half.
So we're going to go to the half at 6-6, and a very interesting first half.
To say the least.
Well, guys, we said it was going to be a tough game, hard-hitting game. 6-6, opportunities lost by both offenses. Because of defense, everything we said it would be.
They both scored on their first offensive drives. A long touchdown pass for East Orange Rec. And for the Gators, I'm still baffled by the touchdown that they scored because there's a guy who was wide open right on the near sideline and he throws it through double coverage into the back of the end zone. I don't know how it happens, but both teams ensuingly missed the extra point, so we're stuck at 6-6 here. And we, like I said, that was the first drive for both teams. We've been stuck at this for a while now.
Mike, your views on the first half?
Well, he's got to be playing a factor. Maybe some fatigue is setting in. Defenses are playing great. What else can you ask?
It is 115 degrees on the field, so I can see some fatigue setting in. But again, defense dominated the first half. How does it change in the second half? Who's got to do what to win the second half, to win the game?
Well, first off, I don't think it changes in the second half. I think you're going to see the defenses win out more. And, you know, the question is whether or not the offense just happens a little bit, or is the defense going to win the game for one of these two teams? Are we going to get an interception, pick six, return for a touchdown? Are we going to get a bad lapse of judgment in the red zone by one of these teams? Which team cracks first? Right now we're tied and these teams are playing pretty evenly. The defensive line of the Gators is swamping Pete and the East Orange Rec offensive line. Pete has no time whatsoever back there in the pocket.
That's true. I think
he's running for his life, and that can't be doing anything good for him because that's in the heat too. I think he's freaked out a little bit too right now. So if the Gators can continue to push Pete a little bit, that might jar him. But I still think that East Orange has a better hold on this game because their offense is playing better.
Somebody's going to have to make a play somewhere. I think the next score probably wins this game. Whoever scores first, I think wins the game.
Probably right.
Second half, right now. All right, here we are for the second half, and there's the kickoff. another weak kickoff by East Orange, and the Gators are going to get field position again. And here, 1st and 5.
You know, I know how good East Orange has been all season long, but if you give a team in the semifinals like the Gators good field position, they're going to make something happen with it. You're going to shoot yourself in the foot, which you don't want to do.
All right, well, here we go. Gators with first crack on offense in the second half. Chris throws up a lollipop and... Oh, wait, what? Oh, what a catch!
That's a catch!
What a catch! What a catch! And you can hear the sideline saying, "Oh, that's not a catch," but boy,
that's a catch.
That's great coverage by both refs. We have 2 refs on this play.
Watch this play. Chris throws it up in the air. A wobbly pass comes out into double, triple coverage. Bobble.
He's got it right there. Yes. Comes up with the ball. Great catch. His flag is out down right there. What a grab. And now the Gators on the move in East Orange territory. There's a quick pitch to the outside. That's actually a forward pass. And there's good yardage gain there.
He's got to be careful with a pitch like that because he threw that behind. If his receiver hadn't turned around and kind of twisted his body to make sure that he grabbed it, that play's going backwards. Watch it here.
There's a replay.
Watch the pitch.
Yeah, it's behind him.
Got him behind him.
But right now, I have to say, at the line of scrimmage, East Orange is winning the game. They're moving the ball. I think one score...
You mean the Gators?
The Gators, pardon me. I think one score here could be huge.
I think so, because both teams are not playing well inside the red zone right now. They haven't even gotten there as you see that pass tipped away.
Incomplete.
I think we need to see the teams get to the red zone. Both of their touchdowns have come from outside of the red zone so far in this game.
There's Chris with a pitch out to the left, and that was destined for failure, Adam. He drew the entire left side of the East Orange defense up to the line of scrimmage with that.
And aside from that fact, it's a dangerous pass because if you shovel it that close to your player, you don't know if he's got the reaction time to be able to pull that down.
Here's 4th down. There's another lob to the corner of the end zone, and...
Flag on the play.
Let's see what we have here. Pass interference on the offense. So the receiver, let's see it again here. He might have pushed, well, he definitely pushed off on the defensive player. Let's see.
I think that's incidental contact there, Joe. I know the flag is thrown up for an offensive PI, but that's incidental contact in the end zone. Both teams, both players going at it.
Well, they get to play 4th down again, and now this time he goes to the end zone again, and now there's a flag on the play there. Let's see. You have the 2 refs conferring right now. And I think what the back judge is checking with is if the side judge saw anything that looked illegal in terms of contact. And now Chris comes in and they're talking about it. And I think this is going to be picked up because if you look at the replay, the receiver is actually jumping backwards to try and catch the ball. The defender really didn't do anything but stand there. His arms are at his side. I mean, did he position himself body-wise? You know, that's a good football play.
Yeah, it's a hard hit, but in a non-hitting league, questionable. But nonetheless, flags picked up.
Here's Pete on the go again, and he's on the go because he's got to run. He doesn't have a choice.
You know, his offensive line is, again, not doing him any favors. So if he leaves the pocket, maybe he won't need them as much.
All right, here's Pete again on 2nd down, takes a snap. He looks, he steps up, finally gets one out to the right side, and that's going to be complete but short.
But, Joe, did you notice how quickly he got the ball out of his hands on that one? A quick 2-step drop, and bang, it was out of his hands. He doesn't want to give his offensive line any time to let him get there.
That was necessity, Adam. Okay, here we go on 3rd down. Pete needs midfield, takes a snap, drops back, steps up under pressure again. That's going to be caught, and we've got a pull here, and that's going to be short of a 1st down. So, again, you need 15, and you only get 10. Oh, they got a 1st down. Okay, so they were first to the 20. Now they're first to mid. Pete steps up, throws one out to the left side, and that's caught again. And we've got a step out of bounds. So that's basically the same play they ran to score. And once again, this receiver got behind the defense.
But that's the Pete throw that we've come to know and really respect. Look at this. A lot of time back there. He pump fakes. The ball comes out a little wobbly, but again, only where his receiver can get it, and his receiver is the only one within 5 yards of anybody along the sideline, and then the flag gets pulled. That's a fantastic throw and a fantastic catch.
Well, I got to believe the next score is going to win this game because of the way the defenses are playing. And right now, East Orange has the edge. There's Pete stepping up, and he's sacked.
Again, he wants to run. He doesn't feel comfortable back there. Even though the last throw went for 40 yards, it doesn't matter. That's a design run play.
Yeah, he's moving towards the ball on the snap.
He was getting that ball before it even got to him. But nonetheless, his tendency right now is, I got to get out of here.
All right. Takes the snap, drops back, looking. Now, finally has a little bit of time. And now that breaks down. And they're saying throw it, and he does, and he throws it into the turf.
I'm sorry, that was a disaster waiting to happen on that play. We don't see a replay here, but he had all the time, and then boom, the time went away, and so did his composure.
There, Pete drops back again. Now he's looking for someplace to roll. Pressure's on him again. Gets it away, but we're going to have a flag on the play. And I'll tell you, Adam, Pete has been running for his life this entire game.
And I think that's actually affecting his throws. Even on the run plays, I think his composure is so far away from where it normally is.
And we have holding on the offense.
That it's making his throws come out strange. It's not the Pete that we've come to see.
Well, his third down play, a comment right after this play, and now he calls a timeout. You know, Pete has never been known for having the strongest arm in the league. His thing is accuracy. Flanagan with a game break.
So I start the second half here. EORVsGate, great field position after an awful punt by the Wildcats. Here we see Jay again in the red zone. There he's going to be sacked by number 40 and just cannot put points up here in the red zone. Here we go again. This time he's going to run past the line of scrimmage. That ball's not even going to count. And so the Express still scoreless here.
Well, again, red zone, no Hollywood. I had to keep bringing it up.
No Hollywood, no Kevin Brady, and a quarterback by committee with Perone and Jay. So you have two quarterbacks, you have none.
And here's Pete on the run once again. He bumped. He was 10 yards past the line of scrimmage when he bumped fakes there. It's just an instinct for some quarterbacks. You know, they're automatically pumping all the time. All right, here's a 4th and goal. Let's see. Pete takes a snap. He drops back, puts one out, and that ball, I believe, might have been tipped at the line of scrimmage because it came out awful funny. And
I don't know if that came out funny or if it's just the way he's throwing the ball right now because it came out about as wobbly as the throw can. It came out sideways.
Well, here's East Orange on first down. Chris, there's a handoff right up the gut. Some room to run. Still on his feet. Still on the go. Do we have a pull back there? Yes, we do. Okay.
You know what? That's still a good run by the Gators, though, because it gets them further away from their goal line. Doesn't leave them too much room for something.
Second and about a half a yard. Here's the quarterback, Chris, on a scramble. Stretches out the ball, but it's not the ball in this league. It's the torso. And let's see if he still got the first down. Takes a snap. Fakes a pitch out to the right. Now he rolls back left. He steps up. Short arms another one.
That was like a play of insecurity on that one. He rolls to the right, he rolls to the left, rolls back to the right. He had no clue what was going on in a play like that. He looked scared almost.
All right, there he is again. There's one out, and that one's going to be knocked away. Knocked away. Those balls are coming out. They look like flutter balls sometimes.
And that goes back to him palming the ball and short arming it.
Very, very
it's unstable.
Not mechanically sound. I don't know what you're going to call it, but he reminds me, where's Tebow's number? And he reminds me a lot of Tebow. And there's a catch, and let's see, we're going to be short of a first down there as emphatically Dave Dormy is assisting the referee in the spot here.
He's about a yard short there.
All right, 4th down and inches. This is a big first down. Takes the snap, stands in the pocket. Now he's rolling. Now he changes his mind and throws one up for grabs. Fortunate that ball wasn't picked off. Incomplete. No contact down there. No kind of illegal contact there.
Well, they're complaining for contact there. I don't know. The refs are going to confer here. I don't know. I did see some contact on that play.
You got to look at the replay. I mean, this ball was thrown up for grabs, and everybody's got a right to the ball.
A terrible throw. And you watch this. He wants to run here, and he goes, oh, no, I can't run. And he just pushes it up.
Now, you see that, well,
you know, I think as the defender was trying to reach his hand up there, he locked arms with the offensive player for the game.
Flanagan with another game break.
We have another update here. Here's the Wildcats with the possession. Luigi's going to go deep here, and we're going to get a pass interference here called on the defense. Express not liking that call at all. Take another look here at the replay. And
it looked like the defender never turned back for the ball.
So there we go. So a big pass interference call, which is going to set up Luigi here. You give him a ball here in this possession here. On the run here, it's going to find a wide open Jimmy for the touchdown. And the Wildcats, another touchdown added on here, which is going to make it a 13-0 game here at this point.
And again, with the offense the way it is set up for the Express right now, it's going to be very difficult to come back and win
Jimmy
that
got
game.
popped at the end of that touchdown there in the end zone.
Here's Pete again on first down. And there's a short completion. Well, we got a pulled flag upfield, or it came out. But 4th and inches. 4th and inches in a semifinal game, you gotta get a half a yard.
Oh, no question.
Pete takes the snap. There's a quick hitter out to the left side. Good stiff arm there, good pull.
As this, Joe, I'll put it to you this way. 4th and inches in any game, you have to get a half a yard. Playoffs, semifinals, imperative you have to get it. You shouldn't be in a game like this if you can't get a half a yard.
All right, Pete now has a man in motion. Now he's
still in motion.
You got 2 men in motion here. You have 2 men in motion here. You can't. Let's see. Pete, and there's a flag right there. Yeah. So the back judge, Chris Malkin, picks up the 2 men in motion here. So that brings up 4th down, and they are going. They call another timeout. Yes, another timeout by East Orange. Game break, Flanagan.
Another update here. Not much time remaining in the game. Express with the ball here. Jay at quarterback here. And he's going to do what he's done against the Warriors, and that's scramble. Look at him take off
here.
There
he goes.
Big run, picks up the first down, and sets his team up here in the red zone. Finally get pulled down right there by number 7, Brian. And then next play here comes Jay. Once again, up the middle. He's going to scramble in. And there we go. So the Express finally on the board here. They tack on the extra point. It's a 13-7 game, but time's running out.
Did you notice the defensive players on the Wildcats bent over? I mean, that heat was brutal.
No question.
All right, here's Pete again now. He drops back, pumps once left, goes back deep over the left side. Oh, just a little too far.
They keep trying for that magic along the near sideline. And I guess
it worked twice. Worked twice for him.
I guess lightning only strikes twice then.
All right, and here it is again. Now you watch that. Now this time he pumps, and they have double coverage on the receiver.
But you know what? That was a good throw, though. It was the double coverage that screwed him up. And you can see, even then with the double coverage, with his outstretched hand, he almost got the ball.
All right, first
throw.
down Gators. Who's going to score? Are we going overtime in this game?
I hope not.
There's a handoff there to the right side. Cut back over the middle. There's going to be another pull, and there's a frustrated running back right there.
And I think on behalf of the players with this heat on the field right now, they hope not.
There's the snap. Chris now looking deep over the left side, and that ball should have been picked. And I'll tell you, right now, I don't know if it's just heat exhaustion or what, but these passes, I could read the word NFL on the ball as it's up in the air.
It's not good, and here comes the 3rd down play. We'll see.
Again, basically the same play, and Carlos, extremely athletic.
But you know,
he's really athletic.
Carlos has played fantastic defense, and you have to give credit to both defenses because they have to keep up with the offense and the heat too.
4th down, there's a punt. It's very short. Oh, Carlos comes up with a gutty catch. All right, we have a flag on the play here. Game break, Flanagan.
Guys, we have a final here. Express Wildcats. Wildcats here on the kickoff after they scored that. Well, watch this swift kick. It's kind of questionable here why he kicked it that way as they set up the Wildcats here right before the first down marker. You want to get it after the first down marker if you're going to do that, which is going to set up Luigi here. The defense up on the line is going to be connects to Matt once again, his 2nd touchdown of the game. And that's pretty much going to do it here. The Wildcats get another score here, which makes it 19-7. Time ran out here on the Express, which means the Wildcats will be going to the championship game.
Well, we'll be talking about this on This Week in the ACFL later on about this that game. Express, disappointing way to end the season, unbeaten up to that point.
And without their quarterback.
Pete again with a quick hitter to the left side, and there's a pull right there.
You know, you go to the Express with a team that's 8-0 during the regular season, and then they fall short of the championship game. Yeah, it's
No, semifinal game anyway, yeah.
Well, they fall short of the championship.
Right, right. Pete again winds up, gets one out to Bub on the right side, and time now becoming a factor in this game, Adam. It's right now you advantage East Orange because they have the ball.
Absolutely, and if you can milk the clock a little bit more, like it seems like they're trying to do, even though here comes a deep pass.
Oh man, and that one could have been picked. So Pete going for the downs there.
I think you're trying for first downs, but you're also trying to hold the possession as long as you possibly can. Give your team a little bit of time to catch their breath in this heat and let
Pete
this happen.
out to the right side, and
but the short passes don't seem to be working for them.
Neither quarterback in this game has done anything to distinguish themselves.
And I think whichever team does advance the championship game, that's got to scare you a little bit.
And there's a rollout to the right. Pete throws back over the middle. That's a good throw. And there's a pull. That was a good throw. Came back across his body over the middle.
He likes doing that. It's a tough throw, though. So if you can make it, more power to you.
Fourth down. Here we go. I know time is running out in this game. St. Pete rolls right. He's throwing short again. And that is going to be, let's see if they give him the first down.
How did he catch that?
They give him the first down, and that looked like JT on the sideline helping the ref there.
How did he catch this ball? Watch this. Zing. Comes right out into the coverage. He dives, and it just tiptoes the line. Fantastic throw. Fantastic
first down.
catch.
Bub just reaches out with his hands.
Gutsy play, though. Really gutsy.
He yanks it in. Here's Pete on a first and goal now. Throws one out there. And that's going to be a touchdown, and there are about 8 seconds left in this game. So Pete comes up with a clutch throw.
Inevitable.
Here it is again. Let's see. Here now he pumps once, throws it out, and he's got him by about 3 yards. Good pass, good catch.
That's the best throw Pete's made all game. Fell right into his receiver's hands, and after the play that led to that play, the tiptoe the line on the fourth down for the first, it's inevitable for that touchdown.
And here he is for the extra point. He's still running, still looking to throw it somewhere. Batted up and batted down.
He just said, I'm exhausted.
Oh, man, if you're the Gators, you got to be in severe pain right now. You're hot, you're exhausted, and you just got beat with 8 seconds left.
And game's not over yet here, so something can still possibly happen, but I'm thinking the Gators are down for the count.
Boy, what a game, though, huh? I mean, are you going to call it offensive futility or defensive dominance? What label are you going to give it?
I lean towards the former at that point because the defenses, as well as they played, I think the offenses could have had so many more chances to put points on the board in this game, and they just didn't. But the kick goes out of bounds.
So how do you like this? They kick the ball out of bounds, and they give the Gators a half a field for what basically should be the last play of the game.
Even if East Orange Rec wins this game, they have to watch out in the championship game that they don't give the Wildcats this many chances to score with good field position. Here we go.
There it is. Last play. Throws one up. And that's going to be intercepted. And he should sit down. The game is over. And
he's running it back.
He's going to run it in for a touchdown. Man, next season, I'd love to see the game between these two teams after that happens.
It's going to be chippy.
So this game's going to go final. 18-6 is going to be the final score here. So we're going to have East Orange and the Wildcats in the championship game, and we'll be discussing that on This Week in the ACFL.
Going to be a good game.
Going to be a good one. So,
good one.
Joey B. for Jim Flanagan and Adam. Next week, 3 games, Championship Sunday.
Let's do it.
Should be great. East Coast. East Orange Rec. We're on the East Coast, though, right, Petey?
Yes.
East Orange Rec emerges in the final seconds with a winning touchdown. Pete, take us back. What'd you see on that play?
I seen the safety. He was cheating to the left side, so I looked him off, and I ran a pump and go on the right, and we won it.
All right, so it was a clutch throw on a last down play with 8 seconds left. It would have been overtime, but you guys avoid that. You're moving on to the next round.
Yes. Yeah, we're excited about that. Next week's going to be a tough game with the Express and the Wildcats. So, we're going to see what happens. Hopefully we come out on top.
Okay, that's very good. That's very good. Let me get touchdown Bub in here 1 second. Coach Bub.
Yes, sir.
All right, this is what you wanted all year. You've been talking about getting to this point. You're in the championship game. How's it feel?
Feels great, man. That's what I anticipated all year. We here. We one more step away, man. We're gonna do it.
Did they give you a better game than they thought they would?
Most definitely. I knew they were a good athletic team all along. We beat them 14-2 the first time. Those guys are pretty good. They came to play today. Oh.
Little, it's not champagne yet, Bub. All right, so again, touchdown, Bub, with a little help here. We'll see you Tuesday night in studio. We'll recap the game. Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
Good luck in the next round.
Okay, here we are for the post-game show at East Orange Rec. 4th down and goal from the 15-yard line with 8 seconds left. Is able to pull this game out and win it.
I still don't know how they did it. I'll be honest with you. That's the greatest Houdini act I've seen in a long time. We talked during the game about the play that got them the first down as time is ticking down. The only thing that you see from our camera angle is the defensive player diving and flying out of bounds. You think he pulls the ball down, or at the most, it's an incomplete pass, but it falls right into Bub's hands. Right into his hands, and he gets another 10 yards after that. That sets up the first down, one play after that in the end zone touchdown. And then, of course, you see at the end of the game, they ice it. They ice it on a meaningless, but potentially, we may hear about that touchdown somewhere again, because at that point it was the icing on the cake, and I think it was too much icing to run that back for a pick 6 as time is running out. But, you know, you look at the score and you see 18-6. And you think, okay, it wasn't a great game. This was a spectacular game that just happened to come down to the last couple seconds.
East Orange Rec scores 2 touchdowns in 8 seconds, basically. Sort of like the NHL.
A little like the Blackhawks.
Right? A little bit like that. Well, guys, the championship game on Sunday, Wildcats, East Orange Rec. We're in studio by ourselves. What do you like?
Boy. I'll be honest with you. I'm taking.
No, lie to me, Adam. Don't be honest with me.
I'm taking the team that's flown under the radar all season long. I'm going with the Wildcats. I think the Wildcats took it to the Express. Granted, the Express had no Hollywood, and again, we wish him all the best in his recovery. But I think the Wildcats are a better team right now, and East Orange Rec had a lot of trouble with the Gators.
Mike?
I have to go with East Orange Rec.
Any particular reason? You just got a feel for it?
I just got a feel for it. I think the defense is going to rise up, and they're going to overcome this. I think all these upsets from Wildcats I think their time is going to run out.
Well, Dan, who's on camera, before I give my opinion, Dan, what do you like in this game?
I like East Orange. They got those receivers on the outsides. I don't know if anyone can cover them, to be honest.
Okay, so you're saying
the voice from beyond, right?
The voice from beyond. Are you kidding? That's our eyes back there. So you're saying that the speed of East Orange is just going to be too much for the
I think so.
Okay, well, ready for mine?
I am.
Drum roll. I think the Wildcats take this game,
there we go.
and I'll tell you why. East Orange Rec scored on long passes. I don't think that's going to happen against the Wildcats. The Wildcats have enough speed and enough of a pass rush to defer that. And if they can get in Pete's face with the corner, because on the first one, D. Will was owned by 10 yards. Okay? On the winning touchdown catch, the receiver was open
3-4 yards.
I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. And I think, and we talked about it on This Week in the ACFL, I've seen Plesh and I have seen Jimmy off the edges. If they get the same kind of pressure that the Gators got on Pete and can cover the outside guys, I think that's going to be enough for them.
We saw what happened when Pete had some pressure put on him. Not just Pete, but Pete's offensive line. The offensive line of East Orange Rec did not really hold its own against the Gators, which was a fantastic defensive line, but they didn't hold their own. Pete got sacked a lot. Pete got rushed out of the pocket a lot. Pete rushed his throws a lot. I think if the Wildcats can do anything similar to that, I think that's why the Wildcats are going to win the game.
And I'm sure we'll feel the same way about the picks that we made. I mean, if the other team wins, we're not going to be surprised.
Absolutely not.
You know, we're not going to be surprised.
Nor disappointed.
Nor disappointed.
Both of these teams are deserving of being in this championship game. And if you notice, we're split. It's because that's how even these teams really are. I think it's a matchup we've been waiting for a while.
And again, it's going to have to be, I mean, I think both quarterbacks cancel each other out. I don't think that Luigi, we didn't talk about him as much as we talked about Pete,
but Luigi doesn't make a lot of mistakes either.
He's about as cerebral as Pete is.
And he's got a good arm, and he can get the ball downfield. You saw those touchdown passes to Matt. So he can put some zip on the ball when he's got to.
No
So if the quarterbacks knock each other out, you heard East Orange Rec say, we run the ball to rest. Well, I mean, you know, not to rest, but just to change of pace. So they're really not counting on a running game.
But I think to the same extent, though, if the two quarterbacks can cancel each other out, I think the wide receivers can cancel each other out. I think the defensive lines can cancel each other out. So in many ways, it's which team is going to crack first.
0-0 tie.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
You may get 3 or you may get a complete shootout. Yeah. One of these things, I don't think it's going to be a blowout.
No, it's not. No, not this game will not be a blowout.
Which team is going to crack first that just gives the other team the slight advantage.
So it's like the team said when they were here. You know, they said fewest mistakes. I think one mistake might be the difference in this game, not a few. All right, for Mike and Adam, who I can't touch on his shoulder yet because he'll scream in excruciating pain. And his grandfather's here tonight watching a broadcast, and he's got a little pistol on the side there to protect him. But we'll see you next week for the wrap-up on all 3 championship games. Touch, we're going to be doing a touch championship game, which we really haven't paid a lot of attention to this year. No offense to the touch guys, give them a little love. And then 2 weeks after that, our final broadcast will be the A flag championship game, which should be fun, a short thing, we know them pretty well, the Canes, the Monkeys, and the All-Stars. What a Final Four there.
It's a good Final Four.
So, from Mike and Adam and myself, good night, see you next week.